Folks, welcome back. I want to talk to you today about fear. We're going to talk about fear today and how paralyzing it could be, and how for introvert it's even worse because of the things that we have going on upstairs. We got things we got going on upstairs, and we're not able to get them out. And it adds to anxiety sometimes, and it adds to some of the pain points of being an introvert. Fear exasperates the pain points of being an introvert. Male, female doesn't make any difference. Um, and that's externally and internally. Internally and mindfully, right? Because we're mindful people and we spend a lot of time in meditations and, um, just being mindful, just inside of our own head. Um, and I think part of the problem with that is that we seem to think that I used to seem to think that it would that's where it's supposed to stay, or I felt comfortable and safe that it stayed there. That way, it wasn't critiqued, whatever these things were, because I wasn't sure that the world was feeling whatever I was having going on upstairs, creativity, or sometimes even just opinions. Something it could just be in any setting. Like I said, it could be business, it could be relationship, it could be life. And the problem with that is we're supposed to have a life of service as well. We ain't supposed to just take, take, take. Um, so God ain't put us on this earth to just take, take, take. We're supposed to have service, and there's no way we was given this, and it wasn't supposed to be. We wasn't supposed to service people with this. It's no way this stuff is like you don't even know if it's brilliant or not. You wouldn't know. But what I would advise is that look around to other introverts. Is some of the things that they're doing are brilliant. Um, a lot of them. So that should give you some kind of um, confidence that yes, the world is ready to hear whatever you have going on now. And that's only the mindful aspect. What about the part where you're just trying to communicate it, right? So now we have to figure out how to communicate it because of the fear of just communicating alone. Not even what you have going on, but just the fear of letting it come out your mouth. The fear of not wanting to waste energy. Um, just the communication issue that, um, for real, is really not an issue. It's really not an issue. We really can fight this, and we really can. There's really an answer for all of this. There's an answer for a communication problem that you have. There's a skill set. There's always a skill set for anything. And we live in the information age. There is no reason why you can't find that skill set and master that skill set. This is what I mean by being a new age introvert. We don't have to stay bottled up in the same labels of being a moody, um, non communicative person who is just there. No, we're doing big things, and you must continue to do your big things. We all have to do our own part. We wasn't God didn't give us these traits just to give them to us. It just doesn't. It just really doesn't make any sense. Um, and I always tell you we have to lean on our bravery. There's some things in this world, and they love to say that someone is brave because they did this, or they're brave because they did that. Um, we have to lean on our own bravery, right? Lean on your own bravery. It's going to take bravery to overcome fear, but on the other side of fear, I promise you, it's always nothing. Um, but fear is so. It's so debilitating though. So it's easier said than done. I ain't even gonna sit here and say, and you know, and the one thing about fear is that you're going to continuously go through it. Um, Me being again being at my age, if you're younger, I'm telling you that if you make it through one fear, there's always another one waiting for you. But how you move, it doesn't become a anxiety driven thing. It just becomes a part of life. And just because you get through one fear and you think you can take a breather, that's not the right approach. You just have to be ready to punch through the fear when it comes, because always on the other side is gravy on the other side. It really is. It takes pure bravery, and sometimes I think part of the dealing with the fear and punching through, sometimes you have to take a breather and pat yourself on the back and give God the glory for getting you through it. Sometimes you just gotta take a breather and enjoy the spoils of fear. The battle. It's a battle to go through fear. So sometimes you gotta sit back. But that's where our meditation comes in, and our love for life. You have to enjoy life, and you have to take these battles, and then you have to enjoy the spoils of these battles. You can deal with fear a couple of ways. I like to deal with fear with strategy. I don't like to endure fear, just wait for it to blow over. The spoils are better when you are proactive and you're strategizing. Feels better, confidence is better, you learn more. But you can just sit through fear and endure it. Um, wouldn't suggest that. I don't even think that works. I don't know how that works. I just know that at the end of either one of these two scenarios, there's normally nothing there, or there's normally a solution there, or it's normally a better situation at the end of it. It really is. Um, we're just too mindful. We're just too mindful to sit back and back to the mindful part. Listen, we put here to service, right? You may have something that's a game changer up there for your relationship, for your life, for your family, for your business. It may be a game changer. It may change the world. It may change something small or something big in the world, right? And we'll never know. We'll never know. You can't take it with you. You can take your conscience with you, I guess. I don't know. I don't know nothing about that stuff. All I know is what's going on right here. Um, and it could be some life changing things that selfishly we just worried about our own well being. Um, and it's really not, because it's a strike towards our mental well being. To keep something in your head that was meant to be, creativity is meant to be out here. It's, it cannot stay here. Um, Sometimes your creativity is just so much that you have to pass it on to someone. It's just not meant to stay here, right? And fear cannot be the only reason that you're not changing the world, or changing your little world, or your large world, or your family, or your friendships. Nah, fear can't be that. Um, it's an invisible barrier, and some of them are some of the worst barriers, but it's an invisible barrier. But nonetheless, the barriers get knocked down, and they're protecting you from your peace. There's a barrier protecting you from your peace. You're not going to let that stay up, are you? Later. Oh, don't forget to subscribe.